On today's show, we're going to be talking about Tom Holland saying Uncharted is going to be underway, and Chris Pratt came out and said that Jurassic World 3 is going to be like Avengers Endgame. Wow, that's pretty boastful, isn't it? And what should you go see this weekend? You know, The Call of the Wild is coming out, and if you haven't seen Sonic, are you going to see that? But you know, it's all about Brahms. Brahms! No, it's not. You don't want to see it. Trust me. But we'll talk about it. Let's get to it. Hello, my name is James, and welcome to Mirror Domains, where we talk about movie news and entertainment news, what's just going on during the day for this kind of stuff. I figure, well, if I'm going to look at this stuff and comment on it, I might as well just turn on the camera and share my thoughts with you guys. As you know, I do pin some of the time codes in the comments below, and I try to have this show up 8 p.m. on weekdays and 5 p.m. Pacific, man. Ooh. It's kind of cold today, too. Anyway, let's just get to it. Chris Pratt was on Ellen DeGeneres the other day, and he was talking about Jurassic World 3. And he said that, he gave a quote, and I'll just give you a quick little quote about it. Quote, "I'm not allowed to say anything. It's got everybody. It's got pretty much everybody in it. Maybe I just blew it. I don't care. But the cast from the original Jurassic Park is coming back. It's going to feel very much like how Endgame brought everything together for Marvel." Close quote. So, that's very interesting. It's kind of, I guess it is sort of, because we've heard the casting for this, that they're going to bring back a lot of the original cast. Laura Dern, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum's coming back, and Daniela Pineda? I don't know. Ooh. I wonder if she has an Instagram I can follow. Anyway, back to Chris Pratt here. I can see that he's trying to get people excited for it. Now, I'm somebody who didn't mind the first Jurassic World, and I actually kind of preferred Fallen Kingdom over the first one. I felt like it was a better constructed film. So I'm not somebody on the hate bandwagon for this franchise. It's just going to be interesting to see how this is all going to come together, because as we know from the Battle of Big Rock, they did a short there. And if you want to see that, I'll leave links to that up in the cards above, where I did a reaction for that. The dinosaurs are out now, and they're just running amok. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to be on the mainland with all of these characters. That'll be cool to see. So I like that quote. Talking about quotes, Tom Holland was on a press tour for the new movie Onward, where he started to talk about the Uncharted movie that he's going to be in. And he, once again, gave us a rather juicy quote that it's going to be starting production in a couple of weeks. And I'll just put up the quote right there. Quote, "We start shooting in like 4 weeks. Mark Wahlberg is going to be amazing as Sully. The stunt department that we have out there in Berlin have done an amazing job already, prepping the stunts. It's going to be an exciting one." Close quote. So, Uncharted is a movie that's been up and down in its production. We didn't know that it was going to happen. Had its share of directors come on and off, and it looks like we're finally going to be rolling here in like 4 weeks, and maybe we're actually going to be able to see something about this movie. Are you a fan of the Uncharted games? Are you curious to see if Tom Holland can pull off this younger version of Nathan Drake? They say that it's kind of like his origin story, which, yeah, he's young, he can pull that off. It's just, I'm not sure if it's the interpretation I would like to see. I would prefer to have seen Nathan be a little bit older. I'm in that camp. But, Mark Wahlberg is there, and by the sounds of it, it looks like the stunts and the action is going to be hopefully right up there. Okay, so what should you go out and see this weekend? Brahms, The Boy 2, or Call of the Wild. And I never was a big fan of what I was seeing from The Call of the Wild, because they use a CGI dog. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a trailer reaction for The Call of the Wild to close things off here. But it was Deadline that was reporting the Thursday numbers for Brahms, The Boy 2. Only took in 375K. And actually, The Call of the Wild took in $1 million. So that's kind of interesting. You know, it's got Harrison Ford and a CGI dog. But it's about... it's based off the book. And it's taking place in the Yukon, which is my home. I come from the Yukon. I'm really curious to see how much of it, it will be recognizable. Oh yeah, I wear this pin from the Yukon. That's what this is. This pin has the Yukon flag on it. I feel like, yeah, we're going to have to check this out. But I think a lot of people out there are probably going to go out and see Sonic, which I would totally recommend if you haven't seen Sonic yet. It's a kid's film, but it's also a lot of fun. You know, Jim Carrey is just, he steals the show in it, and it's got some really nice little payoffs at the end. That's just kind of like, yeah, that's not that bad. But The Call of the Wild is going to be interesting because apparently the production budget was like over $100 million, and it's only it's projected to only make about maybe $16 million. And, Brahms, The Boy 2, it may make its money back because it's a smaller budget film, but it's not that good of a film. I saw it last night, and I'll review it on Sunday's show, where I do a lot of the reviews. I'll review it there, so pay attention to that. I'll leave links to that in the cards. But The Call of the Wild is an interesting one, and I didn't give it much of a chance, and I don't think a lot of people will be giving it a big chance. And I'm hoping that when I take a look at this trailer and share my thoughts with you guys, it will get at least some of you interested out there to go out and see The Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford.
The Yukon is a dangerous place. You never know what's coming.
Chilkoot.
I came up
Chilkoot
here
Trail.
because I didn't want to be around anyone. And then I met Buck.
Okay, the dog looks okay
He was
there.
a dog like no other.
But you know, the Yukon, it's like that. It's got mountains all over the place. That's what I don't have here down in Ontario.
But he could not
Skagway.
be broken.
I don't know where you came from, but I know where you are now. Welcome to the last place on the earth.
I should let him have a minute. Doesn't look like he's ever seen snow before.
Okay, that doesn't look too
How
bad.
do you feel about an adventure beyond all maps?
Harrison Ford
Go, you and I,
is really putting this one on his
one's
shoulders,
ever
though.
been before.
Oh, breathtaking.
See what's out there.
Is it Jack London that wrote this story? This February. I know canyons like that. I've been on rivers like that, too. Ooh,
I never saw him believe in anything.
that makes me a little bit
as
homesick,
much as
guys.
he believes in you.
Wow. Now that I can understand that would get some
What do you
people.
say, Buck?
Because that's definitely a lot of CG work there. Wow.
Adventure of a lifetime.
The Call of the Wild.
You've been sleeping for 2 days. In my bed.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I can see why some people were complaining about the CGI dog, but when you're telling a story like that, it would be sort of hard on an animal to do all that stuff with him. I can understand the ease of putting in a CGI dog, but then the costs go way up. The Call of the Wild opens up this weekend, February 21st, and I don't know if you guys are going to go out and see it. As I said, I think most people will go see Sonic, and the tragic few will go see Brahms. But The Call of the Wild, let me know what you thought about this trailer in the comments below. And that's the way it's been today for movie news. I'm going to wrap things up here for the weekend, and we'll see how the box office results come in on Monday's show. All right, that's it. YouTube is recommending a video for you to watch right there, and you can see my latest one just right up here. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button. and subscribe right there.